Justin Prince. So this is your first time on this call. Usually our founder, Justin Prince, is who does these comp plan overview calls. And I cannot wait for you to get to hear from him. But right now he is actually traveling all around to Nashville and Arizona. We have some different launch events happening all over the country. And so just being who he is there to show his support, to train up the field. And it was actually so cool. This morning we heard from Wes Bewley, who is one of the incredible leaders we have here at Make, and is helping to host the Nashville event. And he said last night, Justin stayed until the very end and made sure to take a picture with every single person that was there, to look them in the eye, to get to have a conversation with them, because that's the kind of founder we have. He truly cares. He truly leads with his heart, and he really does want to know everyone's story. And so we're so grateful to be led by him. We're so thankful that he trusted us to host this morning's call. So I am Kristen Kemper, and this is my husband, Jordan Kemper. We have a almost 5-year-old. Tuesday she'll be 5. We have a almost 5-year-old named Kinley, and we have been in the industry. It's been about 10 years for me and 18 years for Jordan. So we have seen a lot in this industry. We've seen a lot of companies come and go. We've been on both the corporate side and the field side. So I feel like we have a really unique, really what to look for in a company. And I can confidently say we are just so excited to be a part of Make, and we are so confident that this is not only going to be a relevant company here and now, but truly this is the model of the future. And so we're really excited to share a little bit about the play plan with you guys today.
Yeah, so thrilled to be here. Just to set some expectations, Kristen and I are going to explain this compensation and how it works. Yeah. And then we've got some really dynamic speakers on the back end that are going to provide some leadership training. And so we really value your time. You might be a guest that's kind of trying to learn how this works and better understand this pay plan. Many of you maybe have pre-enrolled, but you don't quite understand how this works. So that's what we're here to do today. You know, the question I think everybody's asking themselves is like, hey, if I'm going to participate in something, man, I want to be compensated fairly for the time and energy that I put into this. And I think that's what you're going to see today. You're going to see a really cool, innovative model. And so we're going to cover that through some slides today. So let's go ahead and get our slides up, and we'll start moving through this for you. So let's start with some vision. You know, we need to create a model that is attractive both to modern affiliates as well as modern networkers. And so what you're seeing here is there are people that want really great, high quality products. They have no intention to build a team, and they want to be compensated fairly for selling those products. On the flip side, there are others that actually do want to build a team and showcase their leadership and help to build an organization and create a leveraged business. And so you've got to be able to create a model that is both attractive to the modern affiliate as well as also attractive to the modern networker.
Okay, so we are a simple yet revolutionary commission model. So I feel like we have this perfect balance between selling and team building. You don't have to do both. You can do one or the other, but you can do both if you want to. We have normal and natural progression. We don't have any confusing leg or rank requirements. We really lose that traditional MLM ick factor. I know so many of you know what I mean. There is no forced purchasing. We're also very regulatory safe. We're very compliant with the FTC, which is great and helps to just ensure longevity of the company. And then we also pay out more money to the workers, the people who really want to put in the work to build the business.
So I want to put a little bit of a clause here that this compensation plan is subject to change. And I want you guys, just for a moment, I want you to put your business hats on here for a second. So if you think about this, we want this company to do billions and billions and billions of sales. We want it to be successful, right? Yeah. And so when you're designing a compensation plan, there's a couple of things you have to consider. You want to make sure that the compensation is very lucrative and fair to the person building it. But if it pays out too much, then the company isn't going to have the longevity and vitality that needs to be successful. Yeah. So one of the things I really respect about Justin and the corporate team is that they've been working very diligently to try and figure out, how do we find that sweet spot? How do we pay out as much as humanly possible while also making sure that we keep this business as healthy and as viable as possible? And some of the factors that you have to consider in that is also like pricing of the products. You know, if you price the products high, you can pay the field more. But if you price yourselves out of the market, now people don't want to buy your products. And so even when it comes down to competitive pricing, we want to have products that people want and need, and we need to put them at a specific price point that's going to be competitive so that our customers can buy them, while also being able to maintain a good price point so that we can create a lucrative income opportunity for those that choose to participate. And so I want to say here that today we're going to teach the comp plan. The structure of the comp plan is not going to change, but as you can see, Justin and the team are still doing some modeling, and they're trying to massage everything to get it just right. We don't want it to be too hot. We don't want it too cold. We want it to be just right. And that's why this model is subject to change, but the overall structure and strategy will not.
Yes, we want this company to be around like long when our grandchildren are here, and they're going to ensure that that happens. So we're very appreciative of that.
So let us work through what a traditional affiliate model looks like versus the Make affiliate. So Kristen, my first question would be this. Like, help me understand, how does the base commission work?
Okay, so traditionally in a typical affiliate model, like let's say like a Like to Know It or an Amazon, you're going to make between 5 and 12% one time on someone's purchase, right? Here, as a Make affiliate, you're going to make up to 40% every single time somebody buys. So you're going to own the lifetime of your customer.
Help me with the commission scale. How does that work?
Okay, so with this commission scale, or with a traditional affiliate commission scale, it is the same commission rate no matter what. But here at Make, the more you sell, the more that percentage is actually going to increase.
So let's just say that I work hard, I develop a customer base.
Yeah.
Am I going to get paid one time, or am I going to get paid multiple times? How do repeat purchases work?
So in a traditional affiliate model, you're going to get paid one time. Here at Make, you're going to get paid every single time your customers order. So you're going to own the lifetime of your customer, which really is how you tap into that true residual income.
So walk me through this. Let's say that I sign up a customer and my customer absolutely loves these products.
Yeah.
And this customer decides that they want to tell their friends to become customers.
Yeah.
So my customer starts referring other customers. How does that work?
Yep. So in a traditional model, if your customers refer other customers, you make absolutely nothing. However, in this model, you are going to be compensated for that.
And then what happens if I'm an affiliate, I'm making good money, I've got people that love my products, so I actually decide to build with other affiliates? How does that work?
Yep. Traditionally, you're going to make nothing for referring your friends to promoting whatever that product or service is. But here, you're going to make up to 10% on everything that they sell. So that's where that truly leveraged income comes into place.
So my next question would be, okay, let's say that I'm building a business. I'm obviously making money. Are there any non-commission rewards?
So traditionally in an affiliate model, no, there are not non-commission rewards. But here we are going to have so many fun incentives. We're going to have gifts, recognition, fun trips. This is actually one of the most fun parts, I think, of this business model.
And my last question is, are there tools and training that are being provided to help me be successful?
Yeah, so traditionally, no. Sometimes there is minimal, if any. Here, we are going to continue to provide just high-level leadership training, really robust tools, and just continual pouring into of both you and your team.
So as you guys can see, this isn't your normal everyday model. This really is different. And I want you to think about this from two perspectives. From one perspective, it's personal production. Personal production is, what do you do personally within your own business? And then on the back side, I want you to be thinking about the team building side. Now, I think some people will participate in both options. Some people will choose to only participate on the personal production side. And so we want to make sure that this is very clear how you can choose to participate within the model. So let me start with personal production. It's really important to understand this terminology we call circle sales. Okay, circle sales is three components. You have your customers, you have your direct affiliates. That means somebody that you actually bring into the business as a direct affiliate. And then number three would be your own personal orders or your personal sales, meaning the products that you're buying for your own personal use. All three of these combine to be what we call circle sales. And you can earn up to 40% on your circle sales. So I want to make sure that this is clear. There's three components to the circle sales: customers, direct affiliates, your orders. All of that combined equals Circle sales, and you can earn up to 40% and enjoy $200 in product credits.
Which, let me be clear, this is something we have never seen in the industry. Never. So this is the first time this has been done, and this is something we are really, really excited about.
So as I mentioned, you can get paid up to 40%. So I want you to look at this chart here. You'll see here that as your monthly sales increase, again, when I say monthly sales, I'm talking about your circle, all three of those components, your circle. As your monthly sales increase, your commission percentage also increases. You can also see that you can earn a product credit. So I'm just going to use the example of the Premier Affiliate. In this example, if your circle sales equals $2,000, you are at a commission rate of 22%. You earn a product credit of $75, and your minimum commission would be $440 in this example. Now, one thing that I absolutely love about this plan is that you'll notice here that our commissions are based on dollars, not on some arbitrary point.
This is huge.
Okay, so from my experience, 18 years, I have watched companies come up with what are called commissionable volume rates, or VV or CV, or this weird lingo. And then what ends up happening every single time is I start the company in 2007, and after a couple of years goes by, that point to dollar ratio starts to get thinner. And so I love that Justin has built this plan around dollars, not on points. That's a huge deal. And to the average affiliate, that's going to be refreshing language because they don't understand points. And secondly, Justin is paying us hourly. Okay, so I want to be very clear here. When you enroll a direct affiliate or you enroll a customer, based on the commission rate in which you are at, Justin will pay us within the hour. Within the hour, my friends. This is huge.
Unheard of.
If you want to participate in the gig economy, I mean, think about it. People are doing DoorDash and Uber, and they're trying to figure out ways to make money and make it quickly. There's no other company that I'm aware of that will pay you within the hour for what it is that you sell. So then think about this. If one of your customers is on our subscription plan, the next month, within the hour, when their subscription goes through, you will be paid at that percentage. And then as your percentage goes up, you'll be paid more. And then at the end of the month, they will true up. So the term is true up, meaning they will have to honor whatever commission rate you finish the month at. And so they will honor the true up, and they will have to pay you the difference of what they owe you for all those hourly pays that you receive through the month. So then we have this Premier Affiliate. So once you generate $2,000 in your circle sales, again, this is your personal production. As a Premier Affiliate, you will earn a 10% commission on your direct affiliates customer sales. So I want to make sure that this is clear. So once you're at $2,000 in circle sales, when you hit that, now you're going to actually start earning 10%, not just on your customers, not what you're earning, that 10 to 40%, but you're actually earning a 10% override on the customer sales of the direct affiliates that you enrolled. And this is a big deal. I mean, if you've got a friend or a chiropractor or a med spa owner or whomever, if they start selling products and generating customers, you begin to earn that leveraged income with a 10% match on the customer sales of your direct affiliates.
Yep. So when you become Premier, you're unlocking the rest of the comp plan is basically what's happening.
So let me just pause right here for a second. If you didn't participate in the backside of the plan and you just participated up to this point, this is a very easy conversation to have. So as you're thinking about what does this mean for my business personally and what does it mean as I communicate to others, you can see here that right here, just the ability to earn up to 40% on your circle sales, on your personal production, and getting a 10% override on the people you bring into this business, right there, that's a very lucrative plan by itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so you can see here the tiers. So we get paid on up to 5 tiers for just this part of the comp plan, right? Because there are multiple ways that we are getting paid. And what I love about this is the simplicity of the conversation, right? We don't want all the MLM weird language. So if I'm having a conversation with somebody about what it looks like to participate in Make, I can simply say, hey, you know what? If you go and you get customers, we will pay you up to 40% on those customers. And if you know of anybody who would also like to go make money with Make, we will pay you 10% on everything that they do. That's the end of the conversation. And then you can say, and if you want to take it further, you have the ability to unlock additional bonuses. But that's it. There's not going into like, and then there's this, and then there's points, and then there's this many tiers. And it's just super simple, super clean, super easy for people to wrap their heads around.
So let me help to understand what a tier is. I want to make sure that this is very clear. Okay. So we're not using the word level. We're not using the word generations. We're using the word tier. This is very important. So you do not accomplish a tier until you have a premier affiliate. So in this example right here, if you bring an affiliate into the business, in this example, they've done 600 in circle sales. They have not reached the 2,000 threshold. So this person would still be considered part of tier 1. Let's say that that person enrolls a person. So now you've got 2 people enrolled. You can see in this example, the second person is at 400 in circle sales. They have not reached 2,000. You are still earning that 10% on these 2 people because they're still considered part of tier 1. It's not until you get to that third person. In this example, they're at 3,000, which exceeds the 2,000 premier affiliate. Now that you've exceeded that 2,000 mark, these 3 affiliates and their sales would all be considered part of tier 1. And anyone that would be below this person would now be considered part of tier 2.
So it compresses and it could be even deeper.
So this is a really big deal. They're not trying to just say that 5 people equals 5 tiers. What they're saying is premier affiliates equals the tier. I want to make sure that that's really clear. Until you get to a premier affiliate, that's all going to be considered part of tier 1.
Yes.
You can see in this example, this would be considered 3 tiers. So you can see it took a few people to get to tier 1. A few more people are getting paid at tier 2. And then a few people are getting paid at tier 3. This is a very fair way to do the compensation plan. This is also going to be very motivating to those individuals that are not at the premier affiliate level. They're going to want to get to 2,000 in circle sales so that they can unlock that volume that is in their organization and start earning that generational override. So this is considered dynamic compression. Yes, that's the terminology for this. So this is what it looks like to now build multiple teams. So again, this is just an example. You can earn a generous percentage on your teams. You can start to create a leveraged income. You can see here there's 0 limits. You can build as many teams as you like. You can have as much width in your organization as you'd like, and you can earn these commissions on these respective tiers. And then we have what's called the total team bonus. Okay, this is a big deal. So like, sit up and pay attention for a second to this. So what happens is as you start to create volume within those tiers, so you have 25,000 in sales within 5 tiers, and you help to create 5 premier affiliates. Now you can start to earn a total team bonus, meaning you can earn 1% on your total volume. If you're from traditional sales, I want you to think of this as getting an override on the sales of your organization. So as you create organizational sales inside of those 5 tiers and you start to create premier affiliates, you can earn up to 5% on the entirety of your organization. You can build as many teams as you want. You can have as much width as you want. You're going to create some depth in your organization. And as you start to create success and volume, you'll be able to start taking advantage of not just those 5 tiers, but you can take advantage of the sales of your entire organization, regardless of depth. And so this is just a really nice visual of what we were sharing. So you can see here, you've got your circle sales. Once you get to 2,000 premier affiliate, you can unlock those generational compensation over the 5 tiers. As you start to create volume and successful premier affiliates inside of your 5 tiers, you can then also start to take advantage of the team builder bonus, which goes beyond those 5 tiers. And you can earn up to 5% on the entirety of your organization.
Yeah, so you're going to be rewarded for width, but also depth, which is really great.
Now, let me just say this. Each of you that are listening to this call, you have the opportunity to become a founding affiliate. Yeah. So if you're excited to be a founder, I want you to write founder in the chat. You are a founder. And as a founder, anybody that enrolls before March, joins before March 25th, has the opportunity to be a founding affiliate. As a founding affiliate, you have the opportunity to participate in this one-time founders bonus. So I want to make this really clear to you. As you can see here, as you start to hit benchmarks in your organization, so on a monthly basis, as you start to generate sales within those 5 tiers, you can unlock a founders bonus. And I want to make this really clear to you. So in this example, let's just say that in the month of November, you do $25,000 in sales. You will earn up to $1,000 total, and they're going to pay this out in monthly increments. So if you hit 25,000, you will get a $500 one-time bonus.
And not 25,000 personal sales.
No,
25,000
within your tier,
team, right? Yes.
Within your 5 tiers.
Yep.
So as you hit volume within those 5 tiers, you'll unlock $500. If you hit 25,000 again, you get the additional 500. So you get a total of 1,000 for hitting that benchmark.
Yeah.
As you get to 50,000, it's going to be stacked. So as you hit 50,000 in volume, you're going to earn up to 2,000 paid out over 2 months. You can see that you can get all the way to a $50,000 unlocking, meaning the 50,000 is unlocked when you get to 400,000. And that has to be done 6 times to be able to take advantage of the entire bonus. Yeah. So if you're doing the math here, you have the opportunity to earn a total of $103,000 in founders team bonus. And you can see here that it's tiered. So whether you choose to participate in the entire bonus or it's staggered and maybe you get to 100,000 or 50,000, whatever it may be, these bonuses stack. And so this is a really generous opportunity for anybody that chooses to participate in these founding months. And I also want to say this, the sooner you get started, like start building and start creating your organization, the more likely you are to take advantage of this founders bonus. Because this founders bonus is going to go for the first full year of being in business, and that starts March. So those of us that chose to start on August 1st or September 1st or September 21st, we've got a head start on the ability to take advantage of this incredible bonus. So I want to encourage you guys to get into action and start creating your organization and creating some excitement and some anticipation and lay that crucial foundation that will position you to be able to take advantage of this incredible bonus. So in review, I hope you guys are feeling like this compensation plan is simple, right? Grow your circle sales, become a premier affiliate, help other people become premier affiliates, build and support your team, and move into action. And then you've got these wonderful opportunities both on the front side and the back side of the plan in which to be able to create a really lucrative income.
Yep. And thank you, Lord, for men who are really good with numbers. Very thankful. Okay. So there are 2 primary behaviors that we want to encourage, right? Because everybody can benefit from new affiliates to experienced leaders. So you're going to be paid on personal production. That's just you sharing these incredible products with other people. And, or you're also going to be paid for team building. So I love that you can choose which part of the comp plan that you want to participate in. So these are the 2 behaviors that we really want to encourage: personal production and also team building.
So just a couple of notes. I'm seeing some questions come in the comments. Again, we don't have any sort of a barrier to entry, meaning a person doesn't have to buy something to be able to become an affiliate. So I want to make that abundantly clear. And then the founders boxes are going to be available October 28th. Yes. Man, the value behind those boxes, the uniqueness of that limited time offer is just going to be incredible. It's your opportunity to have all 6 products and so many other things. And so we'll talk about that more as we get closer.
Yes. And just as a little tidbit on the founders boxes. So the people that are making these boxes are people who make boxes for companies like Porsche, Sephora, Tiffany and Company. It is literally just so high end, so beautiful. And it's going to be such an experience, not only for you to be able to unbox this, but to use the founders box as a marketing tool right? Like it is going to be so powerful for you to get on your social media and do an unboxing for people. So I really want you to not just see this as benefit for yourself, but really as a way to like launch your business forward as we launch this business.
So I hope that this has been helpful to you guys, man. We are so fired up about this compensation plan because we really do believe that it's relevant today. We even in some of our conversations, man, past compensation plans have been really difficult and cumbersome and they're hard to explain. So I want to encourage you guys to just learn the simplicity of the language of up to 40% and a 10% override on the people that you bring into the business and unlocking the backside of the plan. Like we want people that like have never done network marketing before to feel like, wow, this makes sense. I get it.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be so, I don't know, too much language or too confusing. The person's kind of scratching their head and like, I don't get how this works. I also don't like plans that like have hidden things on the backside where it's like there's these kind of weird rules and stuff where it's not really transparent as to what you can earn. This is really simple and very clear and concise.
Yeah. And it's not only clear, it's so doable for the average person. It is so doable for anybody. And that is really, really important.
So we've loved being with you guys. We got a couple of really, really dynamic speakers that are going to come on and offer some leadership training. And so we're going to introduce you guys to our first guest.
Yes. Are the greens up first?
Yep.
Okay. I'm so excited to introduce you guys to this power couple. Stephanie and Dallin Green are just incredible, not just leaders, but humans. They're just amazing. They're mom and dad. They've been in the industry for 8 years. And they have really just built incredible teams in the past. And it was just so fun talking to them and seeing that they saw what we saw here at Make. And so I'm really excited for you guys to get to hear from them today.
Hi, guys. We're so excited to share with you. So I'm going to kind of hit a little bit on the social media portion of your guys' business, and then he is going to hit on the leadership side. So I want to do a little mini training for everybody on long-term versus short-term content. I want us all to be super successful and to build a legacy within this company. And I think your content is the first place to start. So with content, the short term, what I mean by that is just the quick graphics, trying to make the sale, kind of seeing people as a number. That content sometimes will get you a sale here and there, but it's not going to bring longevity to your business. So I want to talk about long-term content, which Justin Prince is probably the best example of this. So if you look at his page right now, you're not seeing that he's just trying to sell you in every single post, that all he's talking about is Make and, you know, I can't wait to sell you guys this peptide or join my business. Like if that was the case over his years of being in business of just sales, you wouldn't feel as connected to him. But the fact that he's created value in his content, he's built a brand. That is why so many of us have jumped on board with him. And so I want us to be creating brands, not just sales pages. So I want to give you guys 3 examples of what not to do and what to do to build a brand and to create a strong social media. And I'm not saying that social media is the only way to build this business, because a lot of the people that we have brought on have been offline. But I will say building a brand is going to help you long term, and it's going to help you reach way more people a lot quicker. So the first thing is what not to do. Don't go through your entire following and spam every single follower that you have and let them know a sales pitch for this company. What I would suggest that you do, what to do, is actually go through the stories that you see on your social media and connect with people, create conversations with people, be a friend to people, ask questions to people, start creating these relationships, because what will happen is then when you do share something, they feel more inclined to reach out to you because they feel like you are a friend to them. They feel like you guys have already connected. So it's easy to now talk about this, and they're not going to feel like a number. They're going to feel like, and what it should feel like genuine conversation that you actually want to help people. Second of what not to do, post graphics every single day about your business and the products. Now, I preach consistency. I think you should share this all the time. However, there is a difference in sharing versus just throw up something every day just to get the word out there. That gives kind of the ick. So what to do? I want you guys to start documenting your lifestyle. If you're on a walk with your kids, share the stroller that you're using. If you're walking with your dog, if you're going to the gym, if you're taking certain supplements, if you're trying to increase your water intake and you bought a new water bottle off of Amazon, if you made a healthy meal, share the recipe, like document the lifestyle, because that is going to be so easy to then bring in this business to that lifestyle. And you can do this through stories, through posts, through reels. Try and use all parts of social media. And a quick hack I want to give you guys with content is specifically for reels, because reels is how you're going to gain traction with new people, right? Your stories and your posts is how you engage your current people, but reels is how you go and increase that impact. And so with reels, a quick hack I want to give you is, my challenge to you is to take a day, get ready, have a friend who maybe has a camera, or have like your spouse, or even just your phone, and go take 10, 15-second clips of doing different things. That could entail, like I said, going on a walk, playing with your kids, being at the park, really anything, just your lifestyle. Document 10, 15 seconds. 10 videos, guys. 10 videos is going to create you a month worth of content. And how you do this is you use one video 3 times. So you're going to circle through those 10 videos 3 times. You'll have 30 days worth of content when you do this. And so with each video, for example, let's say you are playing with your kids, in one of those, you could put text about a healthy lifestyle or some sort of a health benefit. And that same clip, you could do one about building a business that allows you time at home. So you can use these clips in multiple ways. So don't feel like every day you have to go and create this new content. That's very hard to do. We're very busy. But what you can do is use one multiple times and create a month worth of content with that. My last what not to do is tiptoe into this business. To just, let's see what happens. Let's try and make it work. Maybe I'll post it here and there. I'll talk to friends if it comes up. Tiptoeing in your business is not going to yield the success that you want. And I know a lot of us want to be successful with this. I've talked to a lot of my own team members of what they want out of this. If you want that out of this, then you have to fully commit. And what to do to fully commit: be really bold, be confident in what you're sharing, and be professional. Like I said, have a friend take some photos of you, or go get some professional photos done. Ask someone with a camera. It doesn't need to be extreme, but just show people that you are serious about what you're doing, and people will take you seriously. When you show like, this is it, this is what I'm doing, I have full confidence in this, people will ride that wave with you, because they see that you have a vision in where you're going, and you have to share that vision. And you do that by being bold and confident. So now I'm going to let Dallin take over and talk a little more on the leadership side of this.
Wow, hard to follow that. My wife is a killer. And Jordan, Kristen, thank you so much for all of your guys' insight today as well. I don't come from this industry. I grew up, and by the way, I'm super fired up to share with all of you guys today. I grew up and still live here in Ogden, Utah, and I've most likely had one of the most unique business experiences that pretty much any 30-year-old has ever been given. For the last 9 years of my life, I've been an integral part of building $1 billion pest and tech company from the ground up. And so I know where we're at right now. Like, I've been in the startup of where we're beginning right now. And none of the people that I built that company with 9 years ago truly knew what we were in for, right? But we had something in common. And we had a unity in vision and a unity in action. And that's what a lot of this message is going to be about today. So here's the thing with new companies. You guys have probably noticed that everyone, you'll hear people talk about startups, and everyone wants to be a part of a startup when it's Apple or Tesla. They're like, if I could have got in with Apple or Tesla, invested with them in the beginning, man, I'd be set. They blew up, I'd be a millionaire. And the same thing with, like, if they see a tech company, like, oh man, I just wish I could have been one of those early people. Because then when it skyrocketed, I was positioned, in the perfect spot. And then now that you build this business, and I've seen it in my past business, is you go and talk to people about Make, and they're like, well, it's just so new, or it could just be a fad, or will it be around in 5 years? So it's just funny how things change when the startup opportunity comes a knocking, right? I found this quote from John Maxwell that embodies the startup vision perfectly. He says, leaders see before others see, they see more than others see, and they see farther than others can see. So truthfully, when people ask me now that I've had this experience over the last 9 years, yeah, but how do you know if this business will actually play out? On one hand, for my 9 years of experience, I fictionally say in my mind, yeah, I do know how it will play out because I'm here, because I'm doing it. I would hope that you guys can say the same thing, that, yeah, I'm here. Like, you are the company. I am the company. We are the company. We are the startup. And you and we are the reason this will thrive, right? On the other hand, being realistic and understanding the business progression, John Maxwell has said, don't tell me your dream, show me your team. And if you've seen the team within Make, you know it's top notch, so top class, all the people. And more every week, I get to meet more and more, and it just makes me feel more and more pumped up for what's going to happen. That said, John Maxwell does say the dream, just talking about it, it's free. The journey is not. And I am ready to build another $1 billion business. It is fun. It is challenging, but let me give you and even myself some counsel going into this next phase. So this is my challenge that I want to leave with you, is to grow with the company. This company will thrive. I promise you that. But don't get left. Like, grow with the company. Just because you're here at the beginning doesn't ensure you anything. Like, you have to grow with the progression of the company. So I'm going to give you 2 areas that you can grow with the company to focus on. And it's character and competence. And what I mean by that is as you continue to run your business and watch what happens within Make, continue to develop yourself. Take time to understand your routines, your systems of your life, being intentional, not just your business aspect, but in every aspect. Are you showing up for your team? Are you doing the things that you say you're going to do? Are you improving the character of who you are? Because that is a limiter of how big you can grow, on how much success you can see. And the second one is equal to that, is having competence. And I love, I've known Justin for just about 10 years. And something that has always stuck in my mind is he says, get razor sharp on your skills. And I'll invite you to do the same with your competence. And depending on if you're talking to someone on social media or in person or a business partner or a training, is get razor sharp in how good you can be in your skill set. Doing those 2 things, improving your character and consistently improving your competence as well, is going to help you grow with the company and seize the opportunity of the startup. And that's what we all want, right? And that's what I'm really excited to do, partnering my unique experience with my wife's as well, having been in this industry. We're excited to do this with you guys. And these challenges are for us as well. And so we're super grateful for the time that we got to share with you guys. We would love to hear from you, whether you connect with us on social media, Stephanie and Dallin Green. Would love to hear anything else we can do to provide value for you guys. Thanks.
Man, come on, Steph and Dallin, so good. Thank you guys. That was absolutely phenomenal. Guys, fully commit and launch with confidence is exactly what these 2 have done. And it has been, I don't know, days that they've been doing this, maybe a week. I don't know. It's been days. And they have over 100 people on their team already, because they're not tiptoeing, like Steph said. Like, they're not out there tiptoeing, like, maybe I'm in, maybe I'm not. They're launching with full confidence and belief, and people are seeing it and people are joining them. I actually laughed really hard. Sarah Outlaw in the chat said, you can tiptoe through tulips, not through your business. Amen. I love that.
I just want to edify the two of you guys, man. Such wisdom for a young
Such
couple.
wisdom.
You know, they've got babies sleeping in the background. They're hoping that they don't wake up. They're stepping onto a call like this. They're just providing so much value and wisdom. And man,
Servant hearts.
I'll tell you guys the two most important words in our industry are confidence and belief. Confidence and belief. And you can see the level of confidence and belief that the Greens have in this opportunity, in their founder, and our products, in this company. And I think that confidence and belief is what is attracting people to this opportunity. I mean, let's just be real. We're all skeptical of things. We all have trust issues when it comes to companies and products and promises. But you can see here the level of confidence and belief that the Greens have in this opportunity is attractive, and it makes people feel a sense of safety and security in what it is that we're accomplishing. And so,
they want to
man, Steph and Down, love you guys. Incredible job. Thank you for your leadership this morning.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so our last speaker that we're going to bring on is someone that we have known for years. She's a dear, dear friend. Her name is Liza Henley. She recently got married. Corral is her last name. Hopefully I said that the right way. But I always say that Liza is like plugging yourself into a light socket. You just feel like so much energy, so much goodness. And she's just the type of person that makes everybody around her better. And quite frankly, I'm ready to run laps after I get done listening to Liza. So I'm so excited for you guys to hear from her today.
Buckle up.
Just buckle up, guys, because she's going to take you on a ride.
Oh my goodness, you guys. Hi, I am Liza Henley Corral. You said it perfectly. I am out of Vegas, and oh my goodness, what an honor it is to be here with you guys this morning. Blessed and highly favored, right? So as Kristen said, I am a ball of energy. I'm going to talk really fast. I was once on stage with Les Brown, and he said the problem is not that you talk too fast. People just need to listen faster. So get your pens out. We are going to run into this. I don't have a lot of time, so I'm not going to dive too far into my story, but I will say this. If you have wanted to quit 900 million times, I can promise I've wanted to quit more. If you have had people question you and make fun of you, I can promise I've had more. If you have doubted yourself or been doubted, I can promise I've been there right with you. But one thing I have never done is I've never quit and I've never given up, not on myself and not on my dreams. And so what I can tell you is one day you're going to go from wishing so badly this will work to waking up saying, holy crap, it's working. I'm doing it. Oh my gosh, right? So keep going, keep dreaming, keep setting goals, and keep chasing them, okay? So what if you don't have thousands of followers? What if you don't have hundreds of people on your team? What if you don't even have 15 people on your team? What if you're brand new at this, right? So it can be super easy to play the comparison game. It can get really easy to feel lost when we're hearing they've got hundreds of people and they've enrolled so many people and they're kicking serious butt. And it can feel really easy to get lost. I've been there. I've done that. Truly, comparison is the thief of joy. So let's talk money for a little bit, right? I don't know everything, but honey, I like the money, right? So how many people do you know that would love to earn an additional $500 a month? An additional $1,000 a month. The late Jim Rohn talks about $1,000 a month. That's enough to change someone's life. $1,000 a month part-time. People want to hear your story, right? So if you enroll 5 people that all order the Founders Box, you are earning a $550 commission and you are giving a $75 product credit. If you enroll 10 people that order this Founders Box, guys, that's a $125 credit and a $1,300 commission. Imagine you were handed a $1,300 check right now. What would you do with it, right? People would do all sorts of different things. So how do we do that? How do we enroll the 5? How do we enroll the 10? How do we get hundreds of people on our teams? So the first thing I want to say is we got to be loud. We got to be proud. We got to be public and positive. But we keep hearing that, right? They said show up with consistency. But why is that important? Imagine partnering with someone who doesn't talk about the business very much. Could it maybe seem that they're not excited? Could it maybe seem that they're not confident? Maybe it seems like they're not very proud about what they're doing and what they're building and where we're going, right? So is that who you want to partner with? Someone that you're kind of questioning their confidence, you're questioning their seriousness, you're questioning their commitment level? Probably not, right? So I want you to ask yourself, and sometimes it's really hard looking in the mirror and asking the hard questions and giving honest answers, right? How often are you talking about this business? Is someone going to have to go on a wild goose chase just to know that you are a founder of Make Wellness, right? So that's the first thing, public, positive, loud, and proud. The second thing is authentic. Another one that we're like, yeah, girl, I hear this all the time. But why is that important? Listen, if you're trying to be Stephanie or Jordan or Justin or Courtney, when you're trying to be all of these other people, you're losing your it factor. And you're like, what do you mean the it factor? You are the it factor. You are the content. Dallin just said you are the company, right? And so then when you're being somebody else, you're attracting people that you're going to have a really hard time closing. You're going to have a really hard time connecting with. You're going to have a really freaking hard time building. Right? So again, how do we do this? We've got to personalize the story. So when we're talking about showing up on social media and talking about make, what do you even talk about? So I'm going to give you guys some homework. Okay. There's two aspects of this homework. Don't hate me. I hated homework when I was younger, but we're going to get to action here. So I want you to think about 3 themes. When you first heard the Make Wellness video, when you first heard Justin talking about it, or you first heard the person that enrolled you into this business and you heard what they were saying, what got you fired up? What got you excited? Why is that important? Because if you're talking about what got you excited, that's going to shine through, right? We're personalizing this story. When we don't personalize it, we're just yet another person, and there's 34,000 of us just talking about a company, right? We've got to personalize that story. So I want you to pick 3 themes in relation to Make Wellness. Again, when you first saw these videos, what got you pumped up? What got you excited? For you, maybe it's the leadership. Maybe it's the training. Maybe it's the visionary of Justin Prince and what he's building and where we're going. Maybe for you, it's the community of like-minded people. You want to lock arms with people that are going to elevate you and that you're going to elevate. Maybe for you, it's the science and marrying holistic health and AI technology to build a groundbreaking, revolutionary product. Maybe for you, it's the ground level opportunity, the innovation, being the first to be here. Maybe for you, it's making money from your phone. Again, I don't know everything, but honey, I like the money. Maybe it's being able to earn additional income. Maybe it's being able to use your phone and use the apps that so many people are on all day long to be able to earn that additional money. Maybe for you, it's the ability to help people. But whatever it is for you, I want you to think about it. I want you to rack your brains and say, when I'm hearing this stuff, when I'm on these calls, when I'm talking about Make Wellness, what fires me up? And then I want you to write them down, okay? Then I want you to think about social media in 3 buckets. Maybe you've heard this before, but we're going to put it into action. There are 3 buckets that I want you to focus on when we're talking about social media. The first bucket is your personal bucket, the engagement, the entertainment. Who are you? What are you all about? Why is someone going to like you? And this is why when we're acting like somebody else, this bucket flounders. We've got to be you. Listen, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I'm loud. I'm spunky. I'm wild. I wear crazy earrings and I have my hair all white, right? But when you have your personal bucket and you are sharing about you, that's going to allow people to resonate and relate to you. The second bucket is the value bucket. How are you providing value to the people that are watching you? What are they going to get from you? Listen, let's be honest. People are selfish. They want to know what's in this for me. So when they're looking at your content, what's in it for them? Maybe you're an incredible green thumb and you want to be able to teach them how to keep a plant alive. Maybe you are phenomenal in the kitchen and you know how to meal prep like nobody's business. Maybe you're a batch cooker. Maybe you have parenting on lock. Whatever it is that you can provide value with, that's going to be the second bucket. The last bucket is the marketing bucket. Listen, if we're not talking about Make Wellness, people aren't going to be able to partner with you. If they don't know that there's an opportunity, they're not going to be able to take it, right? So you're going to have your 3 themes in relation to Make Wellness, and then we're going to have these 3 buckets. Then what you're going to do is you're going to look at each theme and say, how can I put each one of these themes in each bucket? That's where we're personalizing that story, right? The things that are relevant to you, how do you put them into each content bucket, right? So I think that we have to think about it like this. We are at the start of an incredible journey, and you have a chance to be a pivotal part of it. Not only you, but everybody else that's listening to you, that's watching you, that you're reaching out to. We can't just do the whole post and pray thing. Love it. Wish that was a thing, but we've got to be active. We've got to be talking to people. We've got to be reaching out to people. We've got to be communicating with people, and we've got to be loud, proud, and public about it, right? So your homework is this. I want you to think about your 3 themes. What gets you fired up about Make? Not what gets your friend fired up, not what gets Jordan and Kristen fired up, not what gets the Greens fired up or Justin. What gets you fired up? That's important. When you talk about what gets you fired up, then people are like, whoa, this girl is like putting themselves in a light socket, right? We've got to be able to have that energy. And then The last thing is you're going to take those 3 content themes and you're going to say, how do I fit them into these buckets? If you just do 3 themes, 3 buckets, that's 9 pieces of content that you can make over and over again and say it a million different ways. Persistence wears out resistance, guys. Sometimes people are resistant to new things. They're resistant to doing something different. But the more persistent you are, the more chances that you're going to have people say like, okay, I got to look at this. The more elevated and energetic you are, the more chances that you're going to have people say like, girl, what are you doing? Or guy, what are you doing? What do you have going on? I want to be a part of this. This is exciting. And so I want to remind you of this as I close out. We are a part of a groundbreaking opportunity. Imagine being left behind. I want you to ask yourself in 6 months from now, how do you want to look back on your behavior right now? Do you want to say I was afraid? Do you want to say I was comparing myself to everybody else? Do you want to say, well, I don't have that energy level, so I can't show up like that? How do you want to look back at this moment right now in this pre-launch phase and say, this is how I showed up, and this is how I acted, and this is how I behaved? Listen, guys, your dreams matter. If you quit, it matters. Who loses if you quit? Who loses if you don't show up? Who loses if you don't pull the seat out of the table and sit down? Who loses? You and everybody else that you can impact. You guys, I'm super excited for this opportunity. I'm super excited for what we're building. I would love to connect with you guys on social media. I would love to see your buckets. I would love to see your themes. And then we're going to collect other people's stories. My 3 themes that get me fired up are not the same things that get you fired up. And that's why when we collect these stories and talk about it, it becomes powerful tenfold. I love you guys so much. Happy Saturday. Super excited to be here with you guys. This is lights out, the most incredible opportunity that we have ever had. Do not waste it.
Dang, guys. Dang. Liza.
We warned you.
You did not disappoint, my friend. That was so good. I feel like Liza is like energized in a packet too. I'm ready to work out, ready to run some laps. But I hope that you guys also heard the emphasis from all of our speakers on being yourself, because I think that's one of the things that really sabotages people in this business. You know, they look around and they're constantly comparing, and it's like, well, I can't be like this person. Well, I can't be like this. Well, I'm not like them. And then they just play small. You playing small is not serving anyone, right? There's only one you, and we don't want you to rob the world of the gift of you, because you were created on purpose and for a purpose. And when you don't step into where you're feeling called, a lot of times other people's blessings are tied to your obedience. So like Liza said, it's so much bigger too than like just us, right? It's who can we impact? And so we really want to encourage you guys to just step into this new season, be bold, be confident, and be who you were created to be, because that's enough.
I just want to say this too. Liza and I have been friends for over a decade, and the woman, the beautiful woman that you guys see here on the screen with so much energy and vibrance and leadership, I got to see her 10 years ago, and I got to see some of the challenges that she went through and some of the own insecurities and personal beliefs and like becoming who she was. And it was interesting. Like, I saw something in Liza that she didn't see in herself. I want each of you to do that for the people that you're working with. I want you to see them. If they see themselves maybe as a 2, I want you to see them as a 10.
Yeah.
Help them to believe who they can be. And Liza, you are such a shining star. You are a light on the hill, my friend. And I know that this won't be the first time the team has the opportunity to learn from you. So, so touched by your words today.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for spending this Saturday morning with us. We are so grateful just for this time with you. And Jordan is going to highlight something real quick here.
So here's what I want to, if you guys got some value from today's leadership from Liza and the Greens, man, tell them in the chat. But I also want to encourage you guys, you know, Justin has asked all of us to go through this book, The One Truth. There's about 9 days left in the month. Man, if you haven't gotten your audiobook or your hard copy of The One Truth, I want to really encourage you guys, grab your copy of this book. Remember, we're not just trying to develop incomes here. We're trying to develop people. And each month, I want you to stay plugged in. If there's a book we're going through, go through the book. If there's calls to be jumping on, get on the calls. You need to stay close to the fire.
Yeah, we want to help you become better people, better parents, better friends. And in turn, as you grow, your business is going to grow. So we want to encourage you guys, go all in with all the things. And we're so excited to be on this journey with each of you.
We'll look forward to seeing you guys on Monday's corporate update call. You guys have a great weekend, and let's go out and make history.